Good evening, everybody. I wanted to do a quick video to kind of go over expectations for word problems. We did start addition and subtraction today. We will get some single-step problems. We will get multi-step problems as well as we look at addition and subtraction. So it's really important that the students spend the time dissecting the word problems, picking out those keywords, and keywords that we're talking about are not common. Really trying to push the students to figure out what it is that we're working with and put that information together into a variable sentence, an unknown sentence, an equation with variables. So this was one that's on their homework sheet tonight, and we did it together as a class, so I just wanted to do it again in video form, something that the students can reference as well as you. So I hope this is helpful. First things first, we always read the problem full on out. So Holly spent $1,290 on a new TV. Her friend Noelle got her TV on sale for $765. How much more did Holly spend on her TV than Noelle? So once we've read it through once, we want to go back to the question and figure out what we're solving for. When students are answering that question, I encourage them to think about the label. So whenever we answer a word problem, our number should have a label next to it. So is it 24 what? Is it 24 pencils? Is it $24? Is it 24 peaches? Is it 24 groups, students, vans? What's the thing that we're solving for? So when we look at this problem, we see the keywords how much more. When we see how much more, that's typically an indication that we're comparing things, we're subtracting things. So I encourage students to put the little operation over the words that they see, especially if it's something that we're used to seeing, like in all or total. So how much more, underline it, and then put a subtraction symbol over it. Then we talk about, okay, well, what's the label? What's the piece that we need here? So we're dealing with how much more did Holly spend on her TV than Noelle. So we're talking about spending, so the answer that we're going to get is within dollar form, which makes sense because that's in the problem itself. So we know our answer is going to be in the amount of a value. So now we go into the problem itself. Sorry, little man decided to come in and be a part of the video. So again, go to the first sentence. Holly spent $1,290 on a new TV. So what do we know? One of the things that we talked about was, do we have any words that indicate an operation? We already think that we're subtracting. So what's the key information that I need from here? Well, when we talked about it, we talked about this word spent. What does spent mean in this problem? Well, it's a total. Whose total? It's Holly's total of what she spent. So when she buys her TV, that's it. So we know that we have one total. We keep reading. So her friend, Noelle, got her TV on sale for $765. So we have another dollar amount. Do we have any words that indicate an operation? Not really. And it sounds fairly similar to the other one. So we're going to go after, you could go for by itself, but we also talked about got for this. So in this problem, it sounds like we're subtracting, we're comparing. And what are we comparing? The two totals that we have in this problem. Underline keywords, start with a question, make sure you know what you're solving for, and then go piece by piece to determine, is this something that we do need to know? And what are the keywords? Are we dealing with totals? Are we dealing with another operation? So you got to break it down and look at it. Once we have these pieces, now we can start putting together our unknown sentence, our equation with our variables. So what do we know? We know that Holly and Noelle spent money and got TVs, but we're comparing them. So what we're doing is we're taking Holly's number, we're subtracting it, comparing it against Noelle's, and then that gives us the answer. So now we go back and we plug it in. So do we know Holly's number? Yes. this is where our numbers come in. Students often gravitate towards circling numbers, and it's something that they practice in the lower grades. But as we get up in 4th, you'll see it this year, and definitely in 5th grade, they're going to get numbers that they just don't need. So if they're going after and grabbing all the numbers there, they're going to end up not knowing what to do, adding an extra step, and then becoming confused. So the numbers we plug in once we know and set up these unknown sentences. We do know Noel's number, so 765. Do we know the answer? No. This is what we're solving for. So this is 100% just a variable sentence, and then we go in and we plug what we knew, and then we solve. Okay? So this was, again, the example that was on the bottom of the homework. We want to make sure that we're identifying what are they solving for. That's going to help them with their label. Sentence by sentence, pick out the keywords that you need. Come down, create your variable sentence, plug in the knowns that you do know to leave you with your variables, and then you solve. Answer with a label at the end because that's what you're solving for. So I hope that helps. I'm going to do a couple more videos. So let me know if you need anything. All right, thanks.